Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tennis Inside Out. It's an all-American quarterfinal in Cincinnati. We have Amanda Anisimova taking on Jessica Pegula, and it's going to be one heck of a match. I'm very intrigued and excited about watching Amanda Anisimova play. I haven't seen her, not even once this year. I've seen highlights of her playing. And I think any moment they're about to walk on court. My goodness, the fact that she's come this far, is she going to finally break this losing streak that she has against a fellow American? Pegula has won 5 official matches in the last 6 years, all the way starting back in August. Wow, it was this tournament, first time 6 years ago, that Pegula got the better of Anisimova in straight sets. And then it was 4 years later in Chicago, in Charleston on clay, that Pegula beat Anisimova in 3 sets. That same year in Toronto, Pegula beat Anisimova in 3. Well, you know the record. It's 5 wins for Pegula. Only once has Anisimova beaten Pegula, and that was the end of last year, the 9th of December. It was a friendly match, and Anisimova won that. I'm guessing that was on hard court in straight sets. Thank you to everyone who's getting involved in the chat. I see already Jory's in. Hello to you, Remesis as well, sharing the emojis. One of the best members out there right now, Remesis, writes in the chat, time for some good tennis. It'll be nice. I think there's been a few matches that's been a little bit disappointing. I really thought that maybe yesterday's match, where Pegula scraped through at the end, the third set was a better match. I thought, or a better part of the match. It'd just be great from start to finish, just seeing high quality tennis. But I've looked at some matches, and I just feel that it's been not the best quality. But look, we're in the quarterfinals now. Let's be positive. Let's be optimistic. We should be seeing the most on form women playing against one another, and Jessica Pegula is now the second woman to walk on court. My goodness, I wonder how this crowd will be divided. Is it 50-50? I wonder. I mean, they're both American. There's probably most of Americans sitting in the stands, or even watching me right now, might be torn, just hoping that, Americans definitely going to get through to the semi-final, which is great. But too bad one American has to lose. Everyone, please subscribe and join the membership. That's from Remesis, who's already a member. We need to get to 10 members, please. Remesis is keen. There we go. Sunblock being sprayed on, which I think is it sunblock? Or is it just like some type of cooling agent? Can't be deodorant. That just wouldn't be right. So yeah, what's quite interesting is basically since the end of last year, since the 7th of December, these two have played each other 4 times. Unofficially friendly matches against one another in December, ended 1-1, win-loss. And then Australian Open, Pegula beat Anisimova in straight sets. In Dubai, that was basically a month later, in February this year, Pegula beat Anisimova in 3 sets. So if you look at the records over the last 6 years, Pegula's won 4 out of 4 on hard court. And, I don't know what you guys think. Who's going to win? Who's going to win? It'll be nice to support the underdog, and it's most definitely Anisimova. As I'm just repeating myself now, I can't wait to see how she's going to play. And can she bring a different game on court and trouble Jessica? Yesterday's game, Jessica really, I thought she started off well. I thought she started great, to be honest, and lost away in the second set, but came back strong again in the third. Haven't seen Anisimova, but wow, she's a little bit taller, clearly, when the photos were being taken. So, getting that warm up started. Are we in for a three setter? I can't believe I've had my channel now for what, 8 months? And I haven't had the opportunity to watch Anisimova play. Well, the winner of this match is going to go through to the semi-finals, and they'll be expecting the winner between Iga Swiatek or Rybakina. They're playing early, early mornings. If I'm going to be looking at European times, right now it's just gone past 1 p.m. in Cincinnati, in America. Where I'm from in the Netherlands, it's just gone past 7 o'clock in the evening. And I'm going to stay here till the end of this match. There is another men's quarterfinal. It's going to be followed. It's going to follow this match that I'm doing right now. It's going to be another American. Tommy Paul is taking on Flavio Cobolli from Italy. This year's French Open finalist. So currently Anisimova 10 in the world. Yeah, she's dropped a lot. She's had her issues this year. Hasn't played a lot of tennis. But right now, yeah, 66% win rate, 20 wins, 10 losses. Ozanka Buck is in the house. As usual, you know where to find me. You know where to find me. Very impressed with Pegula's returning yesterday, especially from the advantage side, mostly with the backhand. Just drilling those returns with the double hand backhand down the line, causing all sorts of problems yesterday for her opponent. I thought that serve, that outswinger from the deuce side, was very effective. Is she gonna implement that again? With my new hairdo, every day is a surprise. Every day, never know what you're gonna get. Currently number 3 in the world, highest ranking for Pegula in her career. So she's really at her best. The silent assassin, ever over the years, has been creeping higher and higher and higher. Wow, just look at the last win in Dubai. Pegula lost the first set 6-1 and came back. It was a little bit quick for me. I think it was 6-4, 6-3. And that's kind of the style that I know Pegula can play, sussing out the opponents, probably with the help of her coaches as well, and getting all the words of wisdom being blown into her ear. Ah, such a solid player, such a solid player. Almost, one can say that she doesn't have the greatest weapon. If you compare to maybe Rybakina's serve or Sabalenka's attacking play, but there's a topic on its own. Pegula won the toss and once again elected to receive. She did this yesterday. Coach, do you think either of these ladies will win a slam title in their career? Wow. I don't know about Jessica Pegula. I mean, so consistent. She will get to quarters. She will get to semis. I mean, yeah, I know Pegula has been in the final. You're right. US Open is around the corner, literally. I think the qualifying round is starting next week. This is going to be good. All eyes on center court. I think Anisimova has a chance. I think she has a chance of winning a Grand Slam. If anything, it's going to be on home soil. So the first rally is underway. Forehand cross court. Feels like it was a bit of a miss hit from Amanda. Goes out. First serve goes in. Forehand inside out. More of a defensive return. Slice from Pegula. Cross court. Oh, beautiful double hand backhand winner down the line. It's closer to the baseline than the inner tram line, but the power definitely beat Pegula. Something I also recognize in Pegula's game is she needs a bit of time just to settle in. I think that's where the longer rallies really suit Jessica. And she can really find a rhythm. Shot selection as well. Good defensive one-hand backhand return, but Amanda sorted that out. Standing in the middle of the court behind the baseline, almost an inside-out backhand winner onto Pegula's forehand side. That's 2 winners in a row now on Pegula's forehand side. Oh, wow. That's cool, man. Ozan Kabak, very cool for you. Oh, quick service game. Saw this happening yesterday as well. So Ozan Kabak is going to be next week in Flushing Meadows for the qualies. I know that Ramesis as well as in the chat. He's going to be at the US Open. Watching it live. Don't we envy these guys? Good defensive one-hand backhand cross court. Oh, both finding good depth there on a forehand cross court duel in the end. Pegula slams her forehand in the net. I think is it starting on the weekend? Probably Sunday, right? Being a Grand Slam. I imagine that the first round will be starting already on Sunday, but you're there next Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. Ozan Kabak, very, very cool. Wow, so Jessica Pegula has now, in this season, 2026, from the quarterfinals, won 6 out of 10 matches to get to the next round. That's very good record. It's probably why she's been given 59% probability of winning this match. Whoa, what an aggressive forehand return. And it was good defense from Pegula straight at the feet of Anisimova, who was waiting in the middle of the court. Actually had to get low. We know, if you didn't know, Pegula she has a tendency of hitting very flat, which means the balls stay low. Anisimova hit a forehand in the net thereafter. Inside out forehand return from Anisimova, just misses the line. Or at least that's what it looked like. It ended up being a winner. Oh my gosh, but that's 99% of the ball was out. Oh, the look on Amanda's face made me think that was first out. Wow, what a beautiful double hand backhand return. Well, if I was Pegula and I was getting returns like that, pushing me back, finding depth, I'm going to serve right into the belly button of my opponent. Pegula goes down the middle of the court, comes back softly in the middle. Pegula follows it up to the net, but doesn't need to play a volley. Tatiana is in the chat. Privyet, privyet. Serve out wide is an ace, or was it a let? No, it was an ace. That's the one I saw yesterday. Really catching Amanda off guard. My goodness, from that due side, it's just such a winner. That's where she's going to get the bread and butter from. What a double hand backhand return from Amanda. Oh, she's playing with force. aggressive forehand, cross-court onto Pegula's forehand. Pegula just tried to slice it back, but didn't have enough power to get it over the net. It's deuce. Once again, attempting that slice out wide, looking for that ace. Found the tramlines instead. I can see Anisimova stepping in. Still staying behind the baseline. Slams a forehand onto Pegula's backhand. Almost actually read it early. And good backhand down the line, putting pressure on Anisimova. Flicking the racket over her head, trying to get topspin. But lost control of that forehand. Game point. Advantage now for the number 3 seed. Again, going down the middle of the court. And I don't know if that was on purpose. Amanda almost looked like she was trying to play a drop shot. Hit in the net. 1 game all. Heavy hitting here by the young American. Oh, they're both young. The 24-year-old Amanda Anisimova. Oof. Went through the center of the court, missed the middle line. Second serve. Right into the body, but more or less on the backhand side. Pegula got around the backhand to just steer that forehand in. Oh, thrashing forehand winner down the line. There was an exchange of a few ground strokes back and forth. Anisimova was the braver of the two, took her chances with that forehand. Wow. First serve was out. Pegula inside the baseline. Good second serve right into the body of Jessica. And, well, she dealt with it very well. Pegula might have caused problems for Anisimova. She had to move back to make space on the backhand side. Maybe should have thought a little bit more defensive instead of trying to go for the winner down the line. Just missed the baseline. So, having to rely again on that second serve. This will suit Pegula. The more second serves she's receiving, more confidence she's going to gain. Oh, but man, Amanda's hitting that second serve really hard. And the return was pretty standard for a professional tennis player. Down the middle of the court, straight at Anisimova to cancel out all the angles. She was just on that back foot. Moving backwards, hitting that backhand down the middle of the court, missing the baseline. 15-30. So it's not the same as the first or the opening game for Amanda. Missing another first serve. Second serve hard into the forehand. Pegula just blocking it, took a step back. Backhand down the line, clips the top of the net, and that allowed Pegula, fortunately, to pick her spot. She took a few steps into the court, inside the baseline, thrashed her forehand for a winner down the line. Unlucky for Amanda. And already waving the arms up in the air as Pegula hit that winner. No celebration. Maybe deep down inside, she knew how important that winner was. There's that first serve. Very effective. Pegula tried to slice that backhand, but maybe got too close to the racket. I thought I saw a bit of wobbling. Where's my racket? Oh, there it is. Or at least my son's racket. Sometimes I like to do demonstrations here. Oof, that's a short return, but again, another big first serve. When she needed it most, she managed to dig out those big first serves. And targeting the backhand of Jessica. Got to keep that in the memory bank. So that's 2 in a row. And wonder if Anisimova is carrying a little cold. She was just having a bit of a cough right now. Missed that first serve. Is it just me, or has Anisimova slimmed down? I think she's lost a lot of weight. Again, so it's really incredible. The service is so divided. Anisimova, first serve goes in, she's dominating. Second serve goes in, Pegula straight off their return, causing problems straight away for the young American. Oh, did she just go over her ankle? Oh, I hope not. Third breakpoint opportunity now. I think she's definitely lost weight. I haven't seen Anisimova like this in a very, very long time. Good second serve. No, it's not. It's a double fault. First break of the match. It comes early in the second set. In the first set, rather. We're still in the first set. Ben ik zenuwachtig voor de eerste Premier League wedstrijd. Ik moet zien. Hè? Oh nee. Het is alleen één speel, deluded Steve. Het is alleen één voetbalspeel. Alles goed. But I'm very eager about the rugby match that's coming this weekend. If any of you are interested in watching top rugby, the Springboks are taking on the All Blacks this weekend. It's gonna be terrific. What a great, if you've never watched rugby before, that's just the best of the best. Top two nations in the world taking on one another. I think it's been played in New Zealand, if I'm not mistaken, so it's going to be a tough one for the Springboks. But back to tennis. We just witnessed Anisimova getting broken on a serve. Very, very few first serves going in. I can even do a calculation right now. Yeah, so maybe only 33% around that mark of first serves going in. I said it before the match started that her returns are so good right now. Whether she's playing right at the feet of the server or she's just picking a spot going cross-court down the line, forehand or backhand. I think that's going to be... okay, so it's a let, but it bounced out. Second serve. Good second serve. Slice into the body of Anisimova on the backhand side. Just cramming her a little bit. It made sense to go inside out, but the timing was all wrong. And it never feels good to be squished on that side, especially for a double-handed backhand player. I don't mind. I prefer that, actually. Being a one-hand backhand player I gotta get my racket. Oh, that's a great forehand winner down the line from Anisimova, 15-all. But what I was trying to illustrate just now is I've got two hands on the racket. When the ball comes into my body, I can't really get to the ball because my left arm is in the way. But if I'm playing one hand, now I can get it right. I can even go onto the right side of my body, which is a little bit awkward. But never had a problem with me being one-handed backhand player to take out a body serve with the one-hand backhand. Never been a problem. Good first serve. Again, targeting the forehand, outswinger, forehand return in the net. And the coach, Anisimova, is very, very motivated. Kick onto the backhand. Return was too deep and out. 40-15. Looking really easy now for the 32-year-old. Serve out wide. Opens up the court. Pegula can do what she wants. She goes cross court with the backhand. Remember how good those smashes were yesterday. Doesn't need to smash. 3-1. Nee, broer. Te gaan heel pad. Die zijn de Obelix geweest. Oorheersing. First serve down the tee is good. And the backhand volley. Was it in? Wow. Serve and volley point for Anisimova. Missed the first serve onto Pegula's backhand side. And a struggle now here with a second serve. Surely. That was very close, that second serve. I thought for a second I was going out, but seemed as though the kick serve was in, hit the service line. Pegula's double hand backhand return went out. Good second serve into the body. Drop shot from Amanda goes into the net. I don't know if she was planning that. Must have been more instinctive. Oh, look at that. Second serve, point one. Amanda's down at 25%. So 1 out of 4 second serve points being won by the young American, where Pegula's up there in 85%. That must change, especially if it's going to continue like this with the amount of first serves that are going in for Amanda. Round to the forehand. Forehand return goes out. So it's twice now in this game that the ball's just missing the baseline, but it's evident that Pegula really wants to cancel out all the possible angles by returning straight at the feet of Anisimova. She really jumps into the court after the serve. And that's what happens when you get a first serve in, flying back and return in the net. Amanda's got a smile on her face. That's good. That's good. Must be enjoying life. Let's just talk about something. Was it a surprise? Zabalenka lost yesterday. And I'm just wondering where tennis is going. In what direction? We witnessed something spectacular happen with Maya Kalinska, the pole in Roland Garros. Her greatest weapon was consistency. You could probably stretch it as far as to say that she was just defending very smart. She wasn't overpowering her players. Now her opponents. Now and then she was able to hit the ball hard. But is that like the only game that Sabalenka has right now? If that doesn't work, what other strategy does she have to fall back on? I've been saying this about Rybakina as well. And there are players out there right now that are not playing with power, but they're playing intelligent tennis. I saw this happen with Swiatek. Slow second serves are winning easy points. Ayala as well. She doesn't have the power, but the placement is perfect. There's a lot of swing on those balls. I just wonder, is that power hitting tennis, is that the formula to winning, to being a champion? It has got Zabalenka this far, most definitely. But when it's not working, I don't see adaptation in a game. Yesterday losing to Balic. Good first serve, cramming Anisimova in the body on the forehand side, forehand in the net. It's bright future for me in the chat. Hi, Mike and everyone. Oh, what a brilliant alias! I cannot keep quiet. How positive and optimistic that is. Everybody should read that and say it out loud to yourselves. Bright future for me is in the chat. That's a better return from Anisimova, but straight away into defense. Good backhand volley cross court. Anisimova tries to scrape it off the ground, get over the net. And it seemed like the camera stayed on Amanda and realized probably at the end should have gone for the double hand backhand. Let's see. No chance. No chance. She would have never reached the ball with two hands. Good volley, wrong footing. Anisimova. That's a hell of a quick game. First serve down the middle of the court, forehand return in the net. My goodness, we are cruising. Serve down the middle of the court is slightly out. Anisimova trying some football skills. Maybe she should stick to tennis. Kick into the backhand. It's jammed in the body. Pegula hitting her double hand backhand, return out. So very short points right now. At some point, it's going to change. Kick into the backhand return down the line. Anisimova goes hard with the forehand cross court, misses the baseline. I don't know what she was trying to do now. Ball girl tossed the ball to Anisimova and then she I think she tried to slice it or practice a slice or something into the board and then I think hit it straight at spectator. So short return, backhand slice down the line. Pegula goes for the passing shot down the line with the forehand. Beautifully executed by the number 3 seed. And it wasn't a typical slice, it was an outswinger. So Pegula really had to get that footwork 100% right. Jory is definitely wanting Pegula to win this and perhaps even the tournament. She's a finalist, if I remember correctly. Finalist 2 years ago. Kick, serve onto the backhand, double hand backhand return. Score goes out. I'm seeing it's quite interesting. Anisimova is going to be doing this a lot now, I think, from now on. If she's got a second serve, she's going to slow it down, use her legs and that brushing up motion to really get that bounce, that kick. It's really putting Pegula off. First serve goes in. I know already what Pegula should try to do now. And a forehand chip goes out. She needs to take a step back. Maybe Anisimova is starting to find some rhythm. Could just be in this game. But getting a lot of first serves in. Ooh. Almost surprised Anisimova that the return came back. She sliced the forehand onto Pegula's backhand. Pegula hit her backhand in the net. So since the break, 4 or 5 games ago, both women have been able to hold on to their serve. It was around this time, yesterday Pegula got the first set against Castilla, 6-2. That was an awfully quick one as well. And I see, yeah, Anisimova is gonna make it a little tighter today. Is it the best tennis till now? Some might argue not really, but it's a mental battle. I think we'll see longer rallies if Pegula had to stand back. And Anisimova is going to be getting a lot of first serves in. She needs to try to neutralize that first serve. She wants to see herself get to that semi-final. Maybe lost the way a little bit with that second return. Been a few more errors. I recall myself saying quite often that, oh, no, serve goes in, double and back and return out, for example. I want to tighten up on that, but I do see that hitting zone is a little bit uncomfortable. For return, it's nice to get it here, shoulder height, but now she's up here with the kick. You can see with the angle of my racket, it's also not very comfortable. You're not going to get great control. The idea of hitting the ball is to have the main strings really dig into the hairs of the ball and then get the control, the power you need. But if it's up here, you're not using the mains and the crosses. It's not the best way to get control. New balls, please. Pegula ready to get that first serve in. Tries to go hard down the middle of the court, and I think that caught Anisimova by surprise. She almost took half a step or a little bit of a movement to her right. Would have been an ace if it went in. Forehand cross-court return. They're in a forehand cross-court duel. Amanda can't get her second forehand over the net. And if you're new, remember to like and subscribe. Thank you, Jory, who lives all the way in America. She's supporting Pegula in this one. Inside in forehand return. Finds the wrong side of the singles in a tram line. Kick into the backhand. Inside in backhand return. That's much better from Amanda. One hand backhand from Pegula is not even going to reach the net. Good first serve. Down the middle of the court. Felt like Anisimova was a little bit late to react to that ball. I almost feel that both ladies, if they want to try to neutralize that first serve, they need to both take a good half meter back. Obviously, it opens up the court a little bit. Pegula's now on the due side. She goes out wide, but it's a let. It was a good serve. It was in. What a first serve down the middle of the court. Anisimova could only get the edge of her racket. That was not going back in the direction of the 32-year-old. Good first serve. Inside in, back and return was excellent from Pegula. Defending with two hands now. Inside forehand is a winner from Amanda. Standing in three-quarter court, attacking Pegula's backhand side. Yeah, and Pegula even anticipated it was going to go that side early. Great execution by Amanda. Serve out wide, double and back and return in the doubles court. 30 love. Come on, try something different. So I'm very interested to see now where Pegula is going to be standing for the second return. She's been almost inside the court, on the baseline now. Inside in, back in return goes out, 40 love. Still wants to be aggressive. Amanda needs another first serve here. Into the net, targeting the forehand side of Jessica. Kick onto the backhand. Back in return, cross court. Amanda, beautiful backhand winner down the line. 5-4. Soon, Pegula is going to be standing up to serve for the match. Serve for the set. She just needs more first serves. That's it. I wouldn't be surprised if she tries a serve and volley. She doesn't really need to mix anything up. Body serves have been very effective from the juice side. She's swinging out wide. Amanda's really struggling. I thought Castillo really got into it and started reading Pegula very, very well yesterday. Anisimova is not quite in that boat. Just hitting forehand returns. So if she's gonna want to win this next game, play it safe. Almost Pegula needs to where the money lies, and that's going to be that outswinger from Jew side at least. Placement with her first serve, or even a second serve on the advantage side down the middle of the court has been very effective. Generally, she's really making it difficult for Amanda, whether she's hitting into the body on the backhand side or the forehand side. I almost feel that for Amanda's sake, she's going to have to guess, and even before the ball is served, she will probably need to take half a step one way or the other. Let's see how this goes. 10th game of the match. Pegula serving for the first set. Serve out wide, forehand return deep. Right at Pegula is playing very defensive, just trying to get that forehand in. Oh, that's a lazy forehand. Outswinging slice by Anisimova. Serve is good. One hand backhand return is high and long, going cross court, 30 love. I wonder if Anisimova has just got all these records in our head. They've had 2 friendly matches, officially 5 matches played over the last 6 years. Great serve down the middle of the court. And just all the odds are against the young American. 3 set points now for Jessica Pegula. Just dominating with that first serve. And again, down the middle of the court. It's short, drive, volley, cross court. The set is up 6-4 to Jessica Pegula. How quick was that? 34 minutes, 10 games. On average, it's almost, 3.5 minutes, including breaks. So, less than 3 minutes a game. That's quick. First set stats. 65% first serves going in for Jessica Pegula, only 50% for Anisimova. I think that improved. In the beginning it was tremendously low. Points 1 off the serve, 68% for Anisimova, 81 for Pegula. 9 winners though for Anisimova, 4 for Pegula. That means the unforced errors are right up there. 14 for the young 24-year-old, 6 unforced errors for the experienced 32-year-old. Fourth there is also much lower in favor of Pegula, 9 to 12. Points 130 to 24 in favor of Jessica. There we go, Remesis. Keep watching this match. Come on, Amanda. Remesis, why is it always happening that way? Like everyone. I'm not digging into, man, but it's the players you want to win. Why are they struggling? Look, I mean, I'm also for the underdog if I'm watching football in your sport, unless it's my favorite team. I will support the underdog, and definitely by the stats, I think the form that Pegula's in this year is just terrific. I mean, she's been to, what did I say again? She's been to 8 quarterfinals this year, and 6 of them she's won. 6. She's 6 semi-finals already this year. She wins this, it'll be 7. I mean, she's in wonderful form right now. What is it exactly that makes Jessica so good? To me, it feels like she doesn't have this killer shot that stands out, but she's got a great serve, she's got great returns, she's good at defending, counter-attacking, she can hit long rallies. She's just got an all-round game. Right there again, slice into the body, double hand backhand return in the net. I just get Pegula. Yeah, perhaps, Remesis, perhaps. Again, looking for the body, good double hand backhand return, cross-court forehand, aggressive. Wow, what a turnaround by Anisimova. She's at the net, smash winner. Pegula was owning the points, and it was one forehand in that rally. Changed everything. Pegula then had to backtrack. She sliced her forehand so nice and easy for Amanda to attack. Great footwork. I was working on these approach shots. When was it? On Wednesday. That was yesterday. Getting off the ground nicely. Beautiful ace through the center. Mrs. Fenter. 3 game points for Anisimova. Good serve out wide. Return cross-court was pretty good. Hard hitting from both players. I feel the level of this game is just improving. Too much power for Pegula to deal with. Forehand goes out. Good start for Anisimova. First serve. Going out wide to the forehand. Courts open up, and there's that forehand return again, going cross-court. Anisimova is almost trying to repeat. Shadow practice what needs to be done. The thing about the serve is it's not very threatening. It feels like there's not a lot of power in it. The ladies are getting there. The opponents are getting there. Great first serve out wide. Something I like to do in doubles. It almost felt like now on the advantage side, Jessica Pegula sliced out wide to the backhand, so Anisimova stepped into it and just got all jammed up with the double hand backhand. Try to switch it going down the middle of the court. Looking for that possible ace. Second serve now for Pegula. And it's a double fault. Oh, wow. Don't see that all the time. So the ball bounced on top of the net. bounced a second time. I think it rolled a little bit and then went over to Anisimova's side. It was out. Slice into the forehand, inside our forehand return. Fantastic from Anisimova. Serve out wide, forehand return is better. What a forehand down the line. Pegula's just absolutely loving it. And I don't see it changing. The further Pegula progresses in this tournament, she's going to implement this tactic over and over again. So future opponents need to watch out. This is just so good. Great double, great backhand. Great serve out wide, double and backhand return. Cross court. All sorts of problems for Pegula. She's nodding her head a lot, getting words of wisdom shouted into the left ear. Great serve down the middle of the court. That return's not going to make it. Advantage, Jessica. Great serve down the middle of the court. It's short, three-quarter court. Pegula's coming to the net. Backhand volley, cross court. On the run, passing shot, double hand backhand, cross court for Anisimova. Fantastic. It seemed as though it was so obvious what Pegula had to do. She had to get to the other side very quickly after hitting the backhand volley. She wasn't in the right spot. Yeah. There's the applause from Jessica. Hand on strings. Good second serve, body serve. Forcing the error from Jessica Pegula. Is a breakpoint opportunity now for Anisimova. Red Hot Chili Peppers, the Beatles, Foo Fighters. Linkin Park is great. Wow, what a return. Double and backhand down the line. Finds the wrong side of the singles court. All right. Anisimova finding another gear right now. And once again, well, I think Pegula is starting to make a few errors now on her return. I know she can tighten up at some point. Well, that's interesting. In the body, dealt with it pretty well. What a beautiful drop shot by Anisimova. Completely wrong footing Pegula. Thinking it was going to go on a forehand side. No. This drop shot was destined to be on the backhand side. Oh. Are you sure? So news in, Carlos Alcaraz just confirmed he'll be back at the US Open. First serve. Well, serve went in, double and back and return in the net. Wow. Oh, there's a talking point now. Doesn't have match practice. When was the last time he played? It felt like it was Monte Carlo. Smash winner. Wow. Okay, so this is news. This is all coming from his Instagram account. I mean, Carlos has been advertising or marketing the fact that he was going to be at this tournament and then he pulled out, and another tournament and he pulled out. But if this is official, then this is it. What? That's amazing winner cross court. Okay, okay. What a final point. I thought that was going out, but it seemed like great backhand down the line. Anisimova almost was like slicing the forehand or slapping it, defensively trying to get it back cross court, and I think it landed both on the inner tram line and the baseline, right in the corner of the court on the forehand side of Pegula. 3-love. Maybe even 3. Lincoln Park. Wow. I'm a big fan of In the End, Lincoln Park. Love that song. Okay, but I want to get into this now. My 3 favorite bands. 3 favorite bands have to be. Number 1 is Incubus. Love Incubus. Big fan of Oasis. Like Oasis. I think it's one of those bands that you either hate or you love. And something very, very old. I like Bob Marley and the Wailers. That's great music to sing along with. Great music. Okay. Anisimova on Incubus is better. Incubus Drive. My favorite song of all time. What a great song to sing along to. Yeah, so Pegula was on the ground now. She's on her feet. And it seems as though she's going to have a medical timeout. Now? Yeah, well, it definitely seems that way. All right. I don't know what the physio was doing. It was a little bit too far away for me to see. But it is confirmed medical timeout for Jessica Pegula. She has left the court. This is going to destabilize Anisimova. I don't know how serious it is. What? Do yourself a favor, Remesis. One of the best albums I think out there is Morning View. Morning View Incubus. Oh, spectacular. Spectacular. But there are other songs that are not on that album, like Privilege. Oh, I love that song. Great man. Singer, I think, has got one of the greatest voices. But Morning View is a special album. Really like that one. Beatles is great, man. You can play Beatles anytime. Oh, okay. It's saying medical timeout, and I'm seeing Anisimova serving. I thought, huh? Are we starting again? Oh, first concert. Wow. First concert. Jesus. I mean, I was at Kings of Leon. There was a big festival. It wasn't for like one band, many bands. Um, in South Africa. I was still living there. I never went to many concerts, but that's when I was so happy to see Oasis play live. They're not very friendly to the crowd, I must say, but I also wasn't in the right state of mind. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I remember. I think that was even the last concert I was at. Jeepers, I haven't been to many. Yeah, maybe for us, the older generation need to. What was the last concert we were at? Like dig into that memory bank. Gosh, I just haven't been for many years. Black Sabbath in Birmingham. Whoa! Chris is in the chat. That sounds amazing. Black Sabbath. Wow. What year was that? I remember seeing Slipknot as a teenager, but don't know if it was my first. Whoa! Slipknot. It was Journey with Billy Idol and the Go-Go's. So it should be Jessica Pegula should be on court in under a minute. Stars, man. I don't think I've been to many concerts. Go to quite often, like maybe my late 20s and 30s. Then I just started going to bars. Still drinking beer back in the day, more into conversation. My 20s, nightclubs, occasional trance party, techno party. Not the best place to go if you want to get into conversation with the opposite sex. You always want to dance. Now we're talking. Yeah, that's... I don't know if I'd ever go there. What is that band though? There's another real heavy metal, thrash metal band. Cloud Connected. Gosh, I remember the song's name, I just can't remember the band's name. Similar to like what Slipknot does with their music. Oh my goodness. 1980 or 81, Black Sabbath in Birmingham. Well, it's all come to this moment again. Medical's over. Let's see how Pegula's going to perform now. First serve out wide is out. Slice into the body. Backhand return was great from Anisimova. Sliding on the backhand side. Tries to hit it back in cross court. Hits it long. And backhand in the net from Pegula. Hard hitting from the young American. Good first serve. Double hand backhand, return in the net. Very well placed down the middle of the court. I wish I could get a glance on how quick these serves are traveling. Both players are struggling with their first return. Oh, what a forehand return. It was a bit of a slower serve down the middle of the court. And Anisimova hesitated for a second. The lob from Pegula did go out. Slice out wide is good. Beautiful forehand return. Winner down the line. And break point. Kick out wide. Whoa! Double hand backhand. Return winner. Cross court with angle. Bouncing in the service block. For love. To the young 24-year-old. Wow. That was perfect timing and very, very good preparation with a racket face from Amanda. Just looking at that slow motion replay of Pegula's kick serve and Anisimova's backhand return winner. Kick into the backhand, inside in backhand return winner for Pegula. Oh no. Okay, so it was a fantastic return, but it was actually given as a double fault. Wow. What a forehand winner. Wow, this is super slow motion. Beautiful pronation of the wrist. Anisimova utilizing her full body to get as high as possible. Great second serve. That's a bit easier for me to see now. Feels like there's a bit of cloud cover. Forehand in the net. I don't know if it's just the time there. What is it? Just gone past 2. Okay, 10 past 2. Feels like there's like a bit of a glare when the sun is shining. It's difficult to see where the ball is traveling to. Wow. That must have been spectacular. Return goes out. Another short point. Michael Jackson. Wow. There's another one. Has to rest in peace. Great serve down the middle of the court. Good return, pushing Amanda back. She's trying to go big with a forehand. Can't get it over the net. Just off the return, straight after the return, Pegula's forehand was super, super flat. Could see it hardly bounced. Some spectators can be camera shy. Great first serve, not a bad return. One hand backhand, defensive play from Pegula's a bit short. Oh, was that good? Wow. Great point saved. Incredible backhand winner. Wow, wow, wow. Another fantastic serve down the middle of the court. Even if the ball boy was never going to get there, Fisher ball was never going to get close to the net. Game point. 1 point away from making it 5-love in the second set. Let first serve. Oh, that was really far out. Trying to get out wide, perhaps open up the court. Gonna have to rely on that second serve. It's been serving Anisimova well. They're in the rally now. Forehand cross-court duel. Anisimova tries to change direction. Forehand in the net. Very effective down the middle of the court. She goes again. Oof, so close to the middle line. She must be feeling pretty good right now. Confidence must be high. Good second serve. What a forehand cross-court return from Pegula. Targeting the forehand of Anisimova. And maybe it worked. Anisimova hitting a forehand long cross-court. Wow, that's far out. I mean, that first serve almost landed on Pegula's feet. So at least that's what it looked like. Kick out wide. Is it a double fault? Not the best time to do it, but she still has a bit of a lead. Two breaks in the second set has given Anisimova the scoreline that you see right now in front of you. 4-1 lead. 2 attempts and 2 points won for the break points. Yeah, hit a little bit of a bump in the road there on that service game. Jackson. Yeah, as a musician, you just can't fault that guy. Incredible voice and entertainer, really. He inspired so many. I mean, he's the king of pop, right? Must be. I know there are other great musicians out there, pop idols, who've probably sold more albums and records, but what he did was revolutionary to the music world. Another body serve, forehand return, mistimed, going out. And both ladies are a little bit stubborn in their positioning. They want to still be offensive, especially with their first return. Second return, it's as normal. They will creep forward, try to take it early. Oh, good. Second serve into the body. Inside of forehand return from Anisimova, she's got an opportunity to attack. Ooh, approach into the net. Looking for that outswinger. Just missed the line. Second serve, slice onto the forehand. That was away from Anisimova, and I think she got a little frustrated about that one. She'll probably admit that that was the most comfortable situation she's had in a while, trying to return a second serve. A few of them have been going into the body, backhand side on the forehand side. Might agree with me by saying that was a wasted opportunity. Kick onto the backhand. Return is long, cross court. 4-2. So the men's quarterfinal between Tommy Paul, the American, against the Italian Flavio Cobolli. Supposed to be starting within the next, not starting before 3 p.m. Cincinnati time, Central European time, 9 o'clock. The way this match is going, I think the men are going to be starting after those times. I think we're going to be in for a 3-setter here. All depends on Anisimova now. It's playing a little bit short, allowing Pegula to come forward. She's not going to need to play another shot at the net. Somehow, Anisimova's just switched off. Had a 4-love lead. It's one way to prevent yourself from being sunburned. Cram toilet paper between sunglasses and your nose, so your mouth and your chin doesn't get burnt. Kicks over onto the backhand, double hand back and return in the net. Yeah, Pegula's now won 8 of the last 10 points. First serve down the middle of the court is good. Double hand back and return. Safe straight at Anisimova. Feels like she's the one who's dictating the play right now, moving Pegula left and right. But they're staying on the forehand side. Forehand slice invites Anisimova forward, but over-rotated. She didn't need to land once again on the right foot. I was going to stop her movement towards the net. Unforced errors in this match. 26 now for Anisimova, 13 for Pegula. Good first serve, blocked back with the forehand. Pegula's return. They're in the rally now. Again, trying to block back, but it's just too much power from Anisimova. Good double hand backhand. Slice out wide. Forehand approach down the line. The ball goes up. Drive volley into the middle of the court. Another ball goes up. Drive volley cross court. That's a winner. That was a little too easy for Anisimova. Lucky for her, second lob wasn't deep in the court. Just had to reposition her feet and smash that ball away for a winner. Game point. All she needs is a good first serve. And it is. Double hand back and return in the net. 5-2 for Amanda Anisimova. She might feel a little bit elated now after winning that game. 4-love up, just felt as though it's just slipping away from her. Solid game of tennis in that last game by the young American. Most definitely American's going to progress today. There are a few Americans now in the quarterfinals. Madison Keys. Who are the others? Lick is taking on Keys. Where are these quarterfinals? Balick Keys. Play tomorrow. Goff, Koschuk. Wow, the top seed, the Rocket is in. 2, Pegula. Right now, I think it's going to go to the third set. Question is, who's going to win it now? The weather is holding. It was rainy early on this morning in Cincinnati. I think it's going to stay like this. There are patches of clouds. Some look a little bit grayer, and others look nice puffy white clouds. Not going to be threatening. Serve goes in, inside in, backhand return, forces Pegula to slice her backhand short. Anisimova decides to stay behind the baseline. Lucky for her, Pegula hits her forehand long. And just, whoa, that was probably 2 millimeters. What is that? What is 2 millimeters in inches? Because I don't think there's anything smaller than an inch, except like a 1/4 inch, an 1/8 of an inch, 1/16 of an inch. Am I right? Maybe there's an American who can help me out with that. Kick out wide to the backhand. What a thunderous double hand backhand return. Anisimova's getting lower with the legs. Beautiful rotation of the hips. Staying on the ground. And just watches the lob go high and long. Oh, she is in it to win it right now. Just adapting so well. Perfect timing to be playing tennis like this. Pegula is slightly shorter. She hits the ball flatter. The balls don't bounce up that much. What attacking play from Pegula. It's going to let it bounce. Double and backhand from the inside the service line. Cross-court winner. 15-30. Second serve. Kick to the backhand. Oh, amazing return. She's definitely playing risky tennis, but why not with a 5-2 lead? Anisimova absolutely thrashing those double hand backhand returns. Pegula has no reply. First serve in the net. Second serve slides onto the forehand. Return pushes Pegula back. The response from Pegula was short. Beautiful double hand backhand win across court. And it's 1-all in Cincinnati. Now it's time, I think, for Amanda to take a bathroom break. So she's going to leave the court. Feels like right now the camera was on Jessica Pegula. She's got the screensaver on, just zoning out. You know, when I'm zoning out, I'm not thinking of anything. But there's a lot that Jessica needs to, yeah, a lot to think about right now. First percentage dropped a little bit. First 60% in for 58% for Anisimova. Has that risen a bit? I can't remember now. It's one though that increased for Anisimova, 67% serve. 44%. He won winner for Pegula in the second set, 12 unforced errors for Anisimova, 9 for Pegula, and forced errors 6 to 9 in favor of Anisimova. 30 points won in that set for the young 24-year-old, only 19 for the 32-year-old. What's wrong with Jess? Just awful tennis right now. Tatiana not happy about this. Yeah, I feel like Anisimova, she's playing a harder game. It feels like it's also taken some time for her to get into this hard hitting style of tennis, but her accuracy seems to be far more effective than Sorana Cristea yesterday. Sorana was hitting hard. I thought maybe she was returning better. I think Cristea was returning better than Anisimova. But there are just a lot more errors that are creeping in right now in the second set. Feels like a different Jessica. Maybe she is carrying a bit of an injury. I mean, she at 3-love down, she was being treated by the physio on court. She was lying on a towel with her back on court. And then she got up on her feet and left for an allocated amount of time. I can't see that it's really hampering her. Maybe it's a lower back strain. But now she's the one doing the waiting. As I said, 3-love down in the second set. Pegula got to leave the court with a medical timeout. And I think Anisimova left by herself with a roaming umpire. Just to make sure there was no funny business going on. But I have an opportunity. Maybe I'm just going to top up my water. There we go. Okay, Anisimova is back. Let me quickly just get a bit more water. The rain in the Netherlands just keeps coming down. Down, down, down. Anisimova gets us started. Third set underway. Oh. But the forehand is very inconsistent. Hitting a forehand cross-court out. It's the backhand that's been super, super solid for Amanda. First serve in the net, trying to target the forehand. Second serve. Oh, powerful kick. Oh, did she get it? Wow. All eyes on the replay. Yeah. Amanda can't believe it. She's smiling. Oh, so it left a mark, but she might think it's... So she's pointing to a different mark, and I actually thought as well, it looked out, But the one that Hawkeye is showing is that maybe, I don't know, a quarter of the ball landed on the line. Maybe she's mistaken. Because there was, the cameraman was able to zoom in a little bit, and there were two marks. There was one that Hawkeye showed that was the one, and there was one next to it. Maybe Amanda thought it was that one. Of course, she would like to have thought that. Good backhand down the line. This backhand from Anisimova is so good. It's so obvious that that's her strength. That's where her confidence is lying. Was able to steer that backhand down the line. It wasn't like that in the first set, I must say. Forehands and backhands were unreliable, but as the match has progressed, not only has her serve improved, but from the middle of the court, beautiful double and backhand winner, Anisimova. Almost inside out. Seeing a lot of this. Reminds me of the match between Medvedev and Nakashima. Medvedev was doing a lot of inside-out backhands. First serve goes in, return, and double hand backhand in the net from Anisimova. Second serve, where is she going? I think she's going to go kick down the middle of the court. She's going to retake a ball toss. Kick onto the backhand. Got a little jam there, Jessica. And it's a bad error. Oof. Amanda squatting and just slamming the racket hard into the ground in frustration. 1, 2, oof. I don't know if that's quite a warning. Point started, forehand cross-court duel. Amanda comes out second best, forehand in the net. She's getting really upset. Pegula breaks early in the third set. Third set record for Pegula, 15 out of 20 in her favor, and Amanda 6 out of 10. So that's a 60% chance of winning for Amanda. Obviously, we got the 75% chance for Pegula. Good first serve down the middle of the court. Not a bad double hand back in return from Amanda. Has to get low, dealing with a lot of power and depth now from Pegula. Forehand cross-court goes out. Now Amanda's looking rattled, frustrated. First of hard into the backhand. Forehand drive cross-court winner by Pegula, standing in a three-quarter court. Had to adjust her feet ever so slightly, moving forward onto the backhand side. That's what really made the difference. Those type of shots, if you're ever learning them, you need perfect placement of feet, lots of tiny steps, seeing a nice bird eye view of Jessica's winner. Inside forehand drive. Good backhand cross court. Amanda on the run, tries to thrash her backhand cross court. Finds the doubles court instead. 40 love. Now, all the momentum was on Anisimova, well, on her court at least. It feels that it's shifting. Great first serve. What a good defensive block. Oh my word. Amanda tried to just, I don't know, push it back. on the forehand side, I found the outside of a frame, and it just traveled softly out of bounds towards the spectators to her right. Almost amateurish, that mistake. All right, she has to reboot, reset. It's not over yet. Regain her confidence and belief in herself by winning this game. She needs to get more first serves in. Struggling on that second return by Pegula. Oh, everything that Anisimova can do, it seems that Pegula can repeat it. Can do exactly the same. Smashing that forehand return. Right on the baseline. Right at Anisimova. Missed the first serve out wide. Kick out wide, double and back in return. Aggressive, forcing another error. Anisimova, I think, is absolutely screaming towards her feet, towards the ground. And in my mind, this is mental. This is absolutely mental. One said all. Pegula is cool as a cucumber. Backhand cross-court duel. Amanda uses the inside of forehand now. Pegula goes down the line with a backhand. Forehand cross-court duel now. Amanda late with the forehand again, thrashing the racket onto the ground in disgust. Forehand in the net. And now it's going the other way. Oh, Pegula's won the last 10 points in a row. I would say 50% of them have been, no, even more, just unforced errors or forced errors by Anisimova. Breakpoint number 1. Second serve. That's so obvious. You can see Pegula's waiting with a double hand backhand grip inside the baseline. Oh, beautiful placement with a double hand backhand return. Stunning winner down the line, and it's 3-love. Go, Jessie. The spectator's very happy. Embarrassing her partner or husband. But that's just fantastic. There's all of the experience shining through early on now in this third set. I wouldn't say it's done that or clear as day that Pegula's going to win. Anything can happen. But Anisimova has to dig deep now. She needs to go to a place in her mind and find belief. She has to change her tactics a little bit. Yes, she's a bit inconsistent. But I think the first thing is she has to deal with her emotions. She has to somehow calm herself down because very soon it might be over. And she's been letting out a lot of frustration, anger. She's been hitting the ground a few times now with a racket. That's not going to help the cause. You're going to... Some players, I got some footage on YouTube that came on my algorithm. A player smashing his racket or completely obliterating it, I think it was a few days ago. Went on to win the match thereafter, and he was down in the second set. So for some players it works. Take the warning. Take the warning, point penalty, whatever can happen, but then reset. Make sure that it's out and it's done. Smova is like just holding on to this frustration and the anger. She needs to scream, get it out, breathe in. I don't know. I'm thinking about Ronaldo before he takes penalties, or in football, deep breath, breathe out. She's got to try something, change something up. Oh, what a great start. Pegula is just on another world right now. Ace down the middle of the court, 15-love. And it's like night and day. Pegula is just calm, just going through the motions. Wow. I mean, what a fantastic, fantastic return by Anisimova. Right at the feet of Pegula, double hand backhand, just using the power, guided beautifully down the line. Level of tennis is quite high when they're playing at this level. That's a good return. Forcing the error. That's definitely a forced error by Jessica Pegula, missing her double hand backhand. First serve goes in down the middle of the court. Not a bad forehand return by Anisimova. She goes hard onto Jessica Pegula's backhand side. Oh, and the court opened up. It was perfect tactic to move forward and play the drive volley. The height was right. But she hit it long. That forehand has just been too inconsistent in this match. It was better in the second set, but it's back to haunt her in this third set. First serve into the net. Why is she going to go with the second serve? Maybe to that forehand. Slice out wide onto the forehand. Oh, what a beautiful return. Thrashing the forehands cross-court right now. Pegula might feel that she's... they are hammering the ball back and forth. In the end, Pegula hits the forehand out. And she's got a bit of a grin on her face, Pegula. And they were hitting like men. There's no ways I could commentate that quick. Good serve out wide, good defensive backhand, forehand slice down the line, smash cross court. Pegula hoists the ball up again, high up into the air, and it goes out. Good fight from the young American. It's juice, saving 2 game points. Ik denk dat het hier klaar is voor Anisimova. Ze is mentaal geknakt. She's still playing with belief though. Backhand cross-court duel. Anisimova tried to change direction with that trusty backhand. Found the net instead. If Pegula wins this, then probably, I believe it's over. I mean, it's going to need a miracle. But that's the first thing. When you're flustered as a tennis player like this, at some point, she mustn't wait so long. She needs to get control of her emotions first before coming up with a game plan. It's impossible to be thinking of alternatives or solutions when one is emotionally all over the place. Inside forehand, return was good. It goes again to target the backhand of Pegula, just slicing it deep onto the backhand of Anisimova. There was more composure with the backhand down the line. Beautiful forehand winner down the line from Anisimova. And there was something in that backhand that she placed down the line. Far more composed, more control over her body. Wow, great technique to on that forehand winner down the line. Juice. Slice onto the forehand. Forehand cross-court duel right now. Anisimova tries to change direction. Open stance forehand. This is the baseline. Another game point opportunity to make it 4-love in this third and final set between these two Americans. Pegula 3-love up. Been a bit of a roller coaster this match for both players. Kick onto the backhand. Good backhand return. Down the line. Approach. Pegula gets it. Oh, this has to be a winner. Forehand smashed into the ground. Almost like a mixture between a smash and a forehand. Waiting for the highest point, but that just barely made it over the net. Maybe just a couple of feet. Just bounced a couple of feet away from the net. Right in front of Anisimova. Hardly had to move. Double fault. Anisimova has a break point now. Drop shot from Pegula. Whoa! What a winner! Right on the inner tram line, deep in the court. Well disguised drop shot, but Anisimova was there like a bear. And no real celebration from the young American. There's still so much to work for. Point by point. Maybe she was surprised herself because, ooh, that look on her face. All right, 1-3. That was perhaps a very important break. Inside out backhand return winner by Jessica Pegula. She stepped right into that one. That's one of those situations again. Half in, half out. Return winners thus far. 3 for Anisimova, only 2 for Pegula. She had more yesterday against Kirstia. Good first serve. Pegula just tried to block that one back in with a forehand. Couldn't get over the net. Good first serve onto the forehand. Late with the timing. Forehand return in the net. And that's how easy it can be for Amanda. Just getting more first serves in. That's what helped us so much in that second set. Percentage went up. More easy points or free points were won. Oh, and now a blistering ace through the center, misses Fenter. A little bit of a comeback here for the 24-year-old. Another first serve. Forcing the error. Double and backhand in the net from Pegula. Three-two. Pegula still ahead with one break. Both ladies end up holding onto their serves right to the end of the set. Pegula will progress through to the semi-finals. But it feels like there's a bit of momentum now that's favoring the young American. So the gents were supposed to start not before 3 o'clock American time, Cincinnati time. It's not going to happen anymore. It's going to be postponed even longer. Match to follow is another American, Tommy Paul, taking on the Italian French Open finalist Flavio Cobolli. That's going to be great. Looking forward to that one. First serve is in, out wide. Seen that so many times. Forehand return. Cross court goes out by Anisimova. Second serve into the body, double hand back in return goes miles out. Still very frustrated and flustered, Anisimova. Another easy point. Oh, she can't afford to defend now, Anisimova. But on that second return, she needs to be more clinical. It's a better forehand return. Targeting the forehand of Pegula, got it slightly crammed in the forehand side. Forehand slice. That was sluggish and lazy. What was she thinking? These were gifts of points favoring Pegula. And I tell you, because the way that Amanda's acting on court, the cameras are on her. It's a spectacle. It's a theatre, lots of drama. But Pegula, so calm, steady as always. Sometimes I see her frustrated, but at this point in the match, she needs to get into her zone. Nice, steady reply off Pegula's. Backhand return. It feels like she just has to get lower and lower. Pegula, unbelievable how flat she hits. These balls are traveling so low over the net. Oh, that's a better view. Feels like the camera has come lower now. Second serve. Jessica's looking so confident. I think both her toes are touching the baseline. She's inside the baseline. Double and back and return in the net. There's a lot of talking going on now. Can't remember which side of the court Anisimova's coach and team are sitting at. Second serve. Onto the forehand. Inside in forehand. Just misses the baseline. That was, sorry, not inside in. Forehand down the line, rather. Good first serve out wide. And defensive one-hand backhand chip. As the first return goes long. And Pegula's not getting phased by this. A little bit of a comeback, being 3-love up, going to 3-2. She's just so focused. She's been in this situation so many times in her career. So steady. Anisimova has to sort out what's going on in her head, really. That was a sloppy backhand. It just hasn't been the best quality till now. At times, we see absolute world-class points being played. And I don't mind forced errors, but when there's just too many unforced errors, There's something not right. Well, it's a very good second serve, double and backhand return in the net. Anisimova holds her service game. And new balls are coming out. I might just favor Pegula. He wants to use spin off the serve. So Deluded Steve was writing there, one of the last comments in the chat. I think it's over here for Anisimova. She is mentally broken. She just can't seem to get out of this rut. I mean, she's done so well, especially with pre-love down. So hard to come back 3-2. Keep going. Maybe was trying to be a little too brave. That previous returning game of hers, and then what Pegula went on to win it to love. I mean, that's one way. Maybe she's just thinking, okay, I just need one lucky returning game, bring it back on serve. Absolutely stunning venue. Incredible stadiums. Slow first serve onto the forehand of Anisimova. They're drilling double hand backhands to one another. Wow, what a double hand backhand winner by Anisimova. Tons of power and fantastic angle. No chance, even for the best players in the world to get to that. Oh, absolutely no chance. Why is she doing this now? There's very little pace on that first serve from Jessica Pegula. Second serve into the body. Oh, but that forehand cross court is so inconsistent. And she knows it. I know it. Everyone watching in the stadium knows it. And probably Pegula knows it as well. Second serve. Slice into the body. Yeah, of Anisimova. But you got to know it. You got to know it. She's just showing now to everyone how she hit the ball. So yeah, she's doing this. But then she has to see it early. I mean, it was obvious there was a slice. The ball toss, the contact point. Pegula was slicing it down the middle of the court, and then Anisimova almost like stepped into it too early, and then it's just in her body. Very difficult to control a tennis ball like that, especially at these speeds. Again, cross-court, Jessica tries to change direction, plays it more into the middle of the court, favoring Anisimova's forehand, who just screams out loud, holding the fist. Let's see if I can lip read this one correctly. Come on. Or was it let's go? No. Come on. Oh, that really upset Anisimova. Beautiful ace down the middle of the court. Three aces for Pegula, two for Anisimova. They're just rallying to one another down the middle of the court. Anisimova can't find the baseline, and it's 5-3 to the number 3 seed. First serve goes in. Good double hand backhand return right at the feet of Anisimova, who's dealing with a pretty well wrong-footed, beautiful double hand backhand winner down the line. Anisimova changed the direction and played that forehand down the line. Maybe it was a little bit short. Maybe because Pegula was allowed to come forward with her right leg. $15. Whoa. What a winner. Just had a better time to react. So this last shot from Anisimova, absolutely stunning. But the backhand slice was very deep. But it's just slow. It just popped up nicely for the tall 24-year-old. Who looks awfully confident to hit that backhand down the line. Went for it. Backhand volley down the middle of the court, more or less. And Pegula hit the ball straight at Anisimova. Oh, but it didn't hit the top of the net. Okay. 3-15. Thought it hit Anisimova. First serve goes out. Left foot on the baseline. Pegula inside the baseline. Double hand back and return onto the forehand of Anisimova. And there again. Oh, she got it. I thought it was going to be a null unforced error. 40-15. 2 game points. Wow, beautiful first serve down the middle of the court, one hand backhand into the net. And in 90 seconds, Jessica Pegula will be serving for the match. What will be going through her mind right now? I know what will be going through my mind. I'll just be thinking about what's been working. Just don't change a winning formula. It's that simple. And that's advice for anyone out there who's aspiring to be a good tennis player. If you're young or old, you want to improve. When you're playing a match, you have to focus on tactics, your strengths. Obviously, it helps to have a few strategies. If one doesn't work, you can shift to another one. And it might just be the strategy you don't enjoy playing. But if you want to win, you can try everything. But do it in a sportsmanlike manner. Paul and Koboli's match following this women's quarterfinals. It's been postponed by half an hour. So not before 3:30. First serve goes in. Great forehand return from Anisimova. Backhand forces Pegula to move away from the middle of the court. And Pegula misses the baseline. Point by point. She needs to stay focused. Anisimova. She wants to climb back into this third set. Kick onto the forehand, inside forehand return, hammered on Pegula's backhand side, still dealing with the onslaught of Anisimova's shot. Anisimova's questioning The one ball, double hand backhand from Pegula cross court. She thought it was out, but, well, Hawkeye is not shouting out anything. You carry on playing. First serve into the net. Second serve onto the forehand. Great forehand return down the line. So the quality of Anisimova's returns have just improved right at the death of this set. What a moment. She needs to be in hyper-focus mode now. Pegula missed the first serve. How is Anisimova going to treat this one? She's going to attack, neutralize the return. She goes big with a double hand backhand return winner down the line. Oh, unbelievable. BMT, I tell you. The technique. Stunning. That was a good kick serve. Serve out wide. Forehand return. Cross court is beautiful. Oh, just steered the double hand backhand cross court and wins the point. It's 5-all. Incredible. Well. There was a silent celebration there by Anisimova. Cold as ice, the expression on her face. Always makes me think of Ivan Lendl. He never had expression if he won or lost. Great player. Great. First serve was fantastic. Return wasn't too bad from Pegula. The next shot, the double hand backhand from Anisimova, wasn't great. She was just shadow practicing that she's got to get that left elbow a little bit higher. Helps to close the racket face at the time of contact. They're in a forehand cross-court duel now, but can't be thinking about technique right now. Got to think about tactics. How to beat the opponent on the other side. This time, unforced error by Pegula, forehand in the net. Try to target the backhand of Anisimova. Drop shot. Oh, how unlucky. Pegula got there, double hand backhand, clipping the top of the net, and it was a huge let. Anisimova, well, the ball just kind of sat up for her and completely scoffed the forehand volley. Wow. 14 unforced errors in the first set, 12 in the second, 21 by Anisimova in the third. It's really piled up. Okay, they've played more games. Although if you compare, the first set was 14. And she lost that 6-4. Also 10 games. Oh, that's a lot of unforced errors by Amanda. Good response, a double hand backhand by Anisimova, and she's almost screaming every single point now, win or lose. Very emotional, very emotional. It's fire against ice. Anisimova celebrating every point now. Serve out wide, forehand return. Probably the worst I've seen from Pegula in this match. Miles out. Almost an ace down the middle of the court. That would have been very welcomed by Anisimova, but she's got a second serve now onto the backhand. Return smash right at Anisimova, dealing with backhands here. Now onto the forehand. Good forehand cross court, Pegula. Hitting it back as well. Forehand cross-court duel still going. Change of direction now, Anisimova. They're in the backhand side. Anisimova not moving that well. Misses the baseline. Exactly 2 hours have transpired here in this first quarterfinal match. Oh, that must be an ace. Out wide. Beautiful placement and power. Second serve. Oh, they must have landed on the service line. Ah, sloppy forehand from Anisimova. Ah, mistimed that completely. That was halfway up the net. Gosh, there's such an inner battle going on in this young lady's head. You can see the expressions on her face. Very emotional. She's putting up a fantastic fight to be 3-love down in this final set. Bring it back to 5-all, having broken Pegula at 5-4. Return clips the top of the net. Anisimova hits a forehand cross-court, lands on the baseline. Backhand slice cross-court now by Pegula. And a second one, but this is short. Forehand volley cross-court. The ball goes up. Amanda smashes out of the air. Pegula gets there. Oh, that's a badly timed lob. And it wasn't going nowhere near the net. Spectators enjoying being on screen. Another game point opportunity for Amanda. Second serve, has to retake the ball toss. Kick onto the backhand. Good return. Fantastic response from Amanda. She's in the three-quarter court. Blasts a forehand down the line and takes a 6-5 lead in this final set. Is this going to head to a tiebreak? Tables have turned now for Pegula. She was in this situation yesterday, but 6-5 up. She was able to break Castilla to win the match. 7-5 in the third set. Now she's trailing. She has some work ahead of her. What was it, about 10 minutes ago, Pegula was about to serve. She was serving for the match. She's lost 2 games in a row. She has to serve to take it to a tiebreak. Absolutely brilliant. This fight. Amanda would admit that it wasn't win or lose, it wasn't the best day for her. But the fighting spirit, the never give up attitude has really made the difference. I mean, we're right at the death now of this match, and someone's going to have to bow out at the end. Could it be Pegula? Anisimova had a fantastic returning game, and it came at the right time. It's what I was begging for. Did so well in the second set, and then Oh, it just fell away. Just fell away in the third set. Was able to break Pegula twice. Oh, but when Pegula's going to serve like that, beautiful accuracy and power, even a bit of swing, going down the middle of the court. 15 love. First serve into the net. Come on, Amanda, says Remesis. Kick onto the backhand. Oh, just didn't get the timing right. A little bit late. And backhand in the tram lines. Remesis so badly needs Amanda to win this. I think she needs it as well, to be honest. Definitely the underdog. Oh, no. Inside in, backhand, return into the net. Looks like it's heading towards the deciding tiebreak. Oh, slower first serve, sliced down the middle of the court. Was punished, absolutely punished. Inside out forehand, return winner. First serve in the net. Anisimova took quite a few steps forward, but I don't know if she's going to stay that close in net. She's inside the court. Massive forehand cross court. Return. There's a fine line between bravery and stupidity, but this is definitely leaning heavily on the side of bravery. Why not? She's 6'5". Oh! Forehand return clips the top of the net. Beautiful approach winner from Jessica. A little bit of luck favoring Pegula. And we're in to deciding tiebreak. Instead of learn these 12 games, taken 53 minutes. Just under half the amount of time they've been on court. Who's going to get ahead? That really makes a difference in the tiebreak. 90% of the time, the person in the tiebreak that gets a good lead holds on to the lead. Good first serve. What a great double hand back in return from Pegula. That ball travelled right back at Anisimova as quick as her serve. Tiebreak record this year. Pegula's won 8, lost 3. Anisimova's won 3 and lost 3. First serve goes in. Forehand return very deep. Forcing the error. 1-1. Second serve. Anisimova inside the baseline, hammers the forehand. Return out. Oh, wow. Pegula's not happy with that. It's an ace. Outside of the center line. And she was Looking for another one down the middle of the court, but from the Jew side this time. Second serve. And she's retaking the ball toss. I thought they had to let the ball bounce. She caught it mid-air. Oh, thunderous backhand cross-court. Pegula looking for time. Hoisting that one-hand backhand lob as high as possible. Couldn't find the singles court. 2-3. Feels like it's going on serve here. Tatiana, very excited, very happy with what's happening. Oh, it's a bit too short. Oh, Amanda's owning the backhand side right now, forcing slices from Pegula. Forehand down the line, clipped the top of the net, but they're still going. That was from Amanda. Oh, she's finding such good depth, Amanda. Pegula's just defending, but I think she's getting into the rally now. This is definitely the longest rally of the match. Wow. It's still going. Forehand, drop shot or slice, or what was Amanda trying to do there? Both the ladies will switch sides. Rameses. Wanting more from Anisimova. Come on, come on. Świątek. That's what sport is like. Both these women just have so much faith in their abilities, belief in themselves. There can only be one winner. That was a beautiful backhand down the line. Drive volley cross court with the backhand. Oh, that's too easy, the forehand. Yeah, and of course she was going to get punished. I can't even say it was a stunning forehand cross court winner passing shot, but she did it. It was a weak volley. Pegula was in control the whole time, even after the drive volley. Yeah, okay. So that when she hit that volley, it was like here. And then it was in the middle of the court. It was soft. Anisimova was able to get back to the center and just demolish that winner. Oh, inside out forehand goes long. It looks like she's just trying to brush it aside, which is probably the right thing to do. Reset very quickly. Where has she been successful here, Anisimova? Should she slow it down? Put in a different serve? She goes hard out wide on the forehand side. Fantastic return from Jessica. Hard hitting from both ladies. Forehand's cross court. Anisimova tries to change direction and she misses. Oh, I can just see the pain, the agony in Amanda's eyes. Oh my goodness, that was millimeters out. Late with a contact point, but she tried to put as much topspin. Shame, looks like she's about to, in slow motion, break into tears. Great first serve, forehand. It looked like a little bit of a mishit. Completely missing the return. Match point. Jessica Pegula. And serves it into the body, but the serve was just out. Forehand return in the net. It's over. Jessica Pegula. wins the match. In the tiebreak, right at the death. In 2 hours and 15 minutes, Pegula wins her 16th tiebreak this season. Only lost 5. That's some statistic. Man is already walking off the court. Congratulations. Well, there you have it. An American was destined to progress. The question was, which one? Jessica Pegula, after over 2 hours on court, has beaten the very feisty, fiery, at times inconsistent Amanda Anisimova. So solid, silent victory. What type of expression is that on her face? Looking straight at the team. No real expression on her face. But it's very nice to see at the end both women embracing each other. Pegula continues this fantastic 100% record in major tournaments. 6 wins out of 6 against a fellow compatriot. Remesis has to cool down, just like Anisimova. Guys, if it's your first time here, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel. Oh, that's the wrong one. Where are you? Ah, there we go. And you'll see many more of these watch-alongs. If you're unable to have the chance, the ability, or possibility of watching tennis live on TV, and you still want to follow along, and get a fresh perspective on the game of tennis. I'm a tennis coach. I have been for over 24 years of my life. Lived in many different countries around the world, and what was that? And and this is the place to be. Then, if you're interested, then hit that subscribe button. Join in the chat. You got questions about tennis? You want to put your feelings and expressions out? We see that Remesis does the same. I see. I just missed one as well. It was Kaushik Singh from India. Thank you so much for your comment. Pegula wins. Tatiana, very, very happy with that. Nice to have you in the chat again. Angel Rivera, well, Anisimova, no miracle. This time. I don't understand that message, but thank you so much for your message, Angel Rivera. It's time for me to get that next live setup. There's a quarterfinal men's match that's following this women's match between Tommy Paul and Flavio Cobolli, French Open finalist. That ought to be fantastic. They've removed the net. Time to bring the ATP net in. And it's time for me to say hasta la vista from this side. But, please hit that subscribe button and join in very soon. If you're interested and you want to follow the men's quarterfinals, then you'll be notified. Or you just come to my channel and then click on the link. All right. If we don't see each other again, remember, look after yourself, look after the people around you, and we'll see each other very soon at the next live.